Hi, it's Maggie, the Irish Gypsy, here to bring you your May 2020 mid-month general readings. Welcome, everyone. I hope everyone is continuing to stay safe and well and healthy and uh, reasonably sane. And thanks for taking the time to tune in today. So this reading is for the fire sign of Aries for the last half of May, the last couple of weeks of May 2020. Aries sun, moon, rising if your Venus is in Aries, or if you're cross-watching for an Aries as well. Uh, as you know, general readings always resonate a little differently for everyone. So watch all of your signs if you know them, if you can, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, etc. It can be very helpful and kind of broaden the picture a bit. If any of these readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading with me or information about a personal reading, just click on the description link below. Click on that little arrow that pulls down information, which you will see along with some contact details. You can email me directly at Maggie, the number one McGuire at gmail.com. I'd be most delighted to work with you. I can usually respond to initial inquiries the same day or the first 24 hours, and I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm usually pretty diligent at working with everyone's schedules and my own to get readings out to you or set up with you as quickly as possible. So email me if you're interested, and I'd be happy to set something up with you. Okay, Aries, our beautiful, rambunctious Rams. Let's see what the last half of May holds for you. For those of you who need or want to know, I am using the Gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, Aries, we begin with the Hermit. It's interesting. I think your sister sign Leo began with that too. We have the Six of Cups, clarifying that. We have the Knight of Cups and the Four of Cups. I think this Four of Cups just fell out in the same position as for Leo too. Your sister fire sign Leo looks like had kind of a similar energy. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy is the Three of Swords. Aries, it feels to me like some of you are feeling homesick perhaps, or missing your feeling alone, maybe feeling isolated. I know a lot of people are these days, missing your home, missing your family, missing your root of origin or your country of origin or something like that. Um, yeah, I mean, your overall energy for the last half of May is the Three of Swords, which I don't like seeing because this represents, heartache, heartbreak, sometimes breakups, emotional pain. I mean, some of you may be going through a breakup in a romantic relationship or a partnership of some kind. There might be some kind of separation or estrangement, which I'm feeling more than an actual breakup, although it could be a breakup for some of you. And you're just feeling kind of like missing, I get the sense of nostalgia, missing homesickness. I miss my family. I miss being with some other people. Um, let's clarify that Three of Swords. What is this emotion? I mean, and it's most fundamental, the Three of Swords is emotional pain for some reason. So let's clarify the Three of Swords. What is this sad little Three of Swords about? Aries. I almost said Leo because you have some similar cards to Leo. You have the Hermit and the Four of Cups, which I believe Leo had too. All right, what's this Three of Swords about? It's about the Nine of Cups. Yeah, so the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card, but it's more, it's more than just wish fulfillment. I mean, on its surface, this man has more than enough to eat, more than enough to drink. But something that's kind of standing out to me here is that he's getting ready to share. He's getting ready to have a party. He's getting ready to have some college kind of celebration or have people over because he's holding his own glass aloft. Woohoo, hurrah, prost, slanche, it's cheers. But these other eight goblets, down here are also full, or they're ready to have, your wine or your champagne poured into them so that you can celebrate with other people. Um, so that's what this emotional pain is about. And the reason I'm feeling this like nostalgic kind of missing or homesick feeling, I mean, we have the Hermit here too, clarified with the Six of Cups, the card of, the Hermit, of course, simplistically is on a solitary path. He's holding up his lantern, which is symbolic for wisdom, insight, truth, enlightenment, trying to see his way clear through this dark and narrow, dangerous precipice so that you know, he doesn't fall or he doesn't get, bitten by this little snake down there. Uh, it's interesting because it's almost like this infinity symbol, it's almost as if there's something, this is symbolic for something blocking his path, and he's holding up the light up to see it, and he can't progress beyond this right now, which is really, it's interesting. Sometimes you can have a deck of cards for, you know, months and even years, and even still sometimes during a reading, you'll look at a card and see something, or you'll relate to it in a completely different way than you ever have before, which I'm doing right now with this Hermit card. There's this energy of don't go any further right now. Don't progress past this, because if he goes forward, he could step on this snake, he could get bit, he could, stumble back and fall off this narrow bridge to his death or get really hurt. But this light is wisdom, it's knowledge, it's information. Don't go any further. And it's kind of a solitary path of wisdom too. And it could be, and so what clarifies it is the Six of Cups, which is a card often associated with the past, nostalgia, reminiscing, looking back, roots of origin, childhood, your parents, where you grew up, childhood friends or lovers or sweethearts. The feeling you had, when you were a child, looking at things through rose-colored glasses. Family, friends, the way things used to be. What was normal is not today normal anymore. So and with the Three of Swords and the Nine of Cups, so particularly in the middle of May and maybe like that third week of May, we've got this energy of, I'm really missing being able to get together in this lighthearted way and party and have barbecues and go out and travel and be with my my tribe, my people, my friends, kind of missing that. And and then, around the last week or so of May, we have, and this is where it's quite similar to Leo's, we have the Knight of Cups. So an emotional offer coming in, an offer of love, support, encouragement, an offer. The Knight of Cups kind of runs in and says, here's my cup of love, here's my feelings, here, let's go do this. But clarifying it is the Four of Cups, which is a card that can represent indifference, apathy, boredom, not feeling interested in it. You can see that there's something on offer here, a cup, and this person is looking at it, but not really all that interested. So here comes the knight rushing in to offer his cup, but you're not interested. And, you know, the hermit is looking towards the Knight of Cups, trying to see this light. It could be, because I kind of got this from Leo too, it could be that for some of you, um, I know that some places are lifting or loosening up there's kind of starting to open the economy back up in different ways, kind of lifting some of those social restrictions or physical restrictions. Some are, some aren't. There's conflicting information coming in every day. Yes, we need to do this. No, it's dangerous to do that. So, and just like with Leo, which you may want to hop over and watch that video too, it looks like there's opportunity and maybe even a specific offer around the last week of May, the end of May, to kind of get out, to come out. Maybe somebody wants to take you out. Maybe there's one specific offer you're getting, or it's just a general opportunity to go out and maybe mingle. And yes, we can socially distance and mingle, and but I don't think you're interested, even though I don't know if it's that you're not interested. You may not think it's safe. Oh, there's a snake in the road. Oh, I need to stop and rethink this for a minute before I go any further. This lantern, this light is intelligence, wisdom, experience, information that's coming in perhaps. Yes, I want to continue on this path. I don't want to go back. But right now, I need to stop and check this out and use my God given, spirit given intelligence and information and logic and wisdom, even though there's an offer here. Even though I'm feeling maybe homesick, even though I'm missing my normal activities, my family, my friends, traveling, moving around. I'm missing, just being out and being lighthearted. And I'm missing my old normal and, maybe kind of struggling through the new normal. But at the same time, I don't think you're willing to kind of just break out of that just yet. And it could be for some of you, particularly in terms of a heartbreak situation or a breakup with like a romantic partner or a really close friend or something like that. It could be that um, this person is maybe coming in towards the end of the month to offer an apology or rekindle things or make some other kind of offer. And you've been going through this kind of, I'm contemplating kind of our past and all of that. And there's a snake in the road. And I don't think I just want to go forward just yet. There's a lack of interest. It may, because if this is a specific offer from a specific person, whether it's somebody coming up that's hurt you before, or whether it's a new offer, or just an opportunity to get out and socialize more, you're not taking advantage of that, at least not right now. You're not taking this opportunity or this offer. You may not be saying no completely, but right now you're just kind of not willing to move forward right now. Interesting. Even though you're missing, I mean, what you're missing is the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups. It's like the good old days. And particularly right around the middle of the month or the third week of the month, Aries, that may be when you're going through it kind of the most. Although, of course, timing is always fluid and never more so than a general reading. But kind of like right around that time frame, it feels like, yeah, a sense of nostalgia for the old normal and maybe a literal feeling of homesickness for you for not being able to get together with friends and family in the way that you were used to. Not right now. But I still feel like there's a general sense of stability. Let's pull let's pull an advice card, Aries, and see what the best way is for you to navigate through this short period of time, the last half of May. What's the advice or guidance for Aries for the last half of May? Whether it's just getting through this general energy or even if it's a specific offer. Here's another card that Leo got too. So your advice is the Nine of Pentacles. This is a card of focusing on yourself, your independence, your physical structure, self-empowerment, self-sufficiency. This person has worked hard to get to this stable place they're at. Um, they can take care of themselves. They don't need much, if anything, from anybody else. So this is a card about kind of enjoying your own independence where you're at, focusing on your own physical stability and, kind of living where you're living and doing the thing that you're doing day to day and just kind of actually enjoying that and kind of relishing, having it be more of a focus on you and enjoying, your literal physical environment and stability and your own independence and self-sufficiency. So in terms of guidance and advice, the energy for you to best get through this, particularly, that sense of maybe feeling homesick or missing something, someone, even if there's an offer, an opportunity to do something else, maybe around the end of the month or so, the advice is to focus on yourself and to not just focus on yourself, but this is a card of actually enjoying your independence and self-sufficiency, even if you have a home or a partner kind of thing. This is a card of not kind of getting out there right now. It's a card of just kind of focusing on yourself, your space, what's in that space kind of thing. So really quickly, let's just pull one or two cards, take a quick sneak peek at what's next. Maybe the very, very end of the month or the very beginning of June. Oh, and see, this is very, you really should go watch Leo's. Maybe it's a similarity with the fire signs for the May mid-month readings. But their sneak peek at what's ahead was an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Swords. Yours is the Sun, which is beautiful. So there is a definite uplifting of energy. Um, Maybe the very end of May, or more probably the first part of June. I mean, because the sun comes out and it affects everything in a positive way. It lessens negative energy and it lifts up restrictive energies. And probably with what we're going through right now, probably maybe in a literal sort of way, it might be, lifting some of the physical restrictions a bit, getting out in the sun, enjoying yourself a bit more, life, love, warmth, laughter, feeling much better. This is kind of a spring after winter sort of energy, and that's what's coming in probably the first part of June, because this is kind of a sneak peek at what's coming next. So for those of you who may be going through some nostalgia, some homesickness, or feeling just kind of tired and maybe a little sad or heartbroken about some estrangement with not being able to get together with people, it's not going to last too long. And even for those of you for whom this might be a breakup and maybe somebody is coming back in and saying, hey, and you're just like, no, not right now. There's still, regardless of how the details of this play out in your life, Aries, um, on the other side of it, the sun is coming out again for sure. So beautiful, just beautiful. So, Aries, that is your reading for the last half of May. I hope that you found it useful. Again, if this reading resonated with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading or information, just click on that description link below, click on that little arrow, and you'll pull down some info and contact details. You can contact me directly, Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I'd be most happy to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the June 2020 general reading. Stay safe, stay well, and stay healthy. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Blessings. Bye-bye.